Fixing and making things is my wheelhouse. Go on, what do you need? Overhauling all the transport vehicles on such short notice? I thought I wouldn't have it done in time. But the anti-void shield output looks good. It's ready to go, so it's up to the Descendants from here on out. Flying a tactical transport requires an expert pilot, but, as you know, us ordinary humans can't withstand void storms. We don't have RK to prevent void erosion. So, for this operation, you'll take the lead. Fly the transport and set up an area of operations. Luckily, from what we've observed, it seems that RK will work inside Sigma Sector. You can use the transporter-mounted RK transfer pad, so you don't have to land the transport on entry and exit. That'll mean it's more likely to survive. Everything should be fine as long as you're careful, Descendant. Look after yourself. And Glay, I hope she can find something. Anything.
Descendant! Are you really going? Hold it right there. You have something to ask of the great Reina? Wow. Sending a person into Sigma Sector? We haven't been able to deploy even an exploration drone there. And now this? Am I dreaming, or is this real? Descendant, if you happen to stumble upon any of those old amorphous relics out there, mind bringing them back when the mission's over? Anything you can find. You hear me? Even a scrap of paper will do. As long as we can properly restore it, it'll be worth its weight in archaeological gold. Imagine finding a teacup smeared with an ancestor's DNA. Or better yet, stumbling upon some kind of powerful primordial RK. Now that'd be like hitting the cosmic jackpot without even buying a ticket. And for Descendants who bring back relics, I've got something way better than a lottery ticket. All those strategic supplies our excavation teams have been gathering from all over Ingress, I'll hand them over on the spot. No complicated transfer procedure required. I'm sorry for asking you to take on this risky mission, but the value of the relics deposited in Sigma Sector is beyond comprehension. They're almost as valuable as the Iron Heart. But don't push yourself too hard. Got it? If you end up becoming a relic yourself, we'd be in real hot water. So promise me you'll take care, all right?
That scared me half to death. If she'd gone on a rampage, no one would have been able to stop her.
It's all my fault. You may speak freely. Now, you know what I'm capable of. And it was, as she said, I'm to blame for Glay's tragedy and grief. I used to think that anyone who could hold a weapon should fight for humanity. When I was an active soldier, I wanted to meet people who were as brave as I was. Then, as a military professor, I wanted to pass my knowledge on to the next generation. In that sense, Daya was my best student. I thought she was a young woman who could lead the future of humanity. But Daya wasn't required to join the military. Glay was already serving and saving lives, so Daya was granted an exemption. But she refused to stay in Albion and be safe. She wanted to be a soldier like her friends, her classmates, and her father who died in combat. I admired her passion, and so I made the most foolish mistake possible. I believed her when she said she'd discussed it with Glay, and I wrote her a letter of recommendation for the military academy. By the time Glay returned from the battlefield, it was too late. The administration could not reverse Daya's enlistment. The cadets had already been deployed to field units to train on the front line, and Daya was among them. After that, well, you know the story well enough. Glay went looking for Daya. They were both ambushed by the Vulgus and kidnapped. Glay managed to awaken her RK and escape the Vulgus, but because it was the first time she'd triggered her rage frenzy, she lost control of her senses and didn't take Daya with her. It would have been nice if Daya had awakened her RK as well, but that's wishful thinking. Daya had been tested for RK dozens of times. Glay's hope that Daya was sent to Sigma Sector is probably unfounded, but that doesn't mean a parent shouldn't search every last place they can for their child. Glay needs to do this to find closure, and I have to atone for the mistakes I made which have caused so much pain to the Elias family. Glay and I will be at the Vanguard. I'm just sorry I won't be able to say goodbye to Aisha. But I suppose it was the same for Glay. I need to remember that.
Descendant Core, this is HQ. Your tactical transport is cleared for takeoff. Operation Sigma Sector is go. I repeat, Operation Sigma Sector is go.
It's time. I'll move out first.
Troops are on the ground. Transport ship will remain on standby for air support. Good luck, Descendants. This is HQ. Enemy reinforcements incoming. Requesting strike on staging area.
Tactical transport en route to the Descendant's position. Close air support available. Danger close. I repeat, danger close. Descendant. Thanks to you, we have gathered extensive data on Sigma Sector. The Medical Corps has also made significant progress. Please come to HQ and I will share the information. What is it now? Good to see you, Descendant. Instead of listening to me explain everything, please read Eugen's recon report. Here it is. This is an important operation, so listen carefully. Descendant, it looks like our theory was correct. The Vulgus identified people with RK and took them to Sigma Sector. The report says that responses from humanoid organisms were recorded coming from tomb-like structures. A bioscan detected RK in the DNA sample taken from one of those organisms. This can lead us to where the missing people were taken. But the Void Storm and Vulgus attack prevented a full analysis of the structures. We've called the structures RK receptors. We need to send in the Descendant Corps to investigate them. We have to understand the composition, features, and purpose of the structures to get to the bottom of what the Vulgus are plotting. Prepare for re-entry as soon as you're able. Please make sure you're fully ready.
Captain, calm down and listen to me. Are you saying Daya is inside one of those receptors? Do you really think that makes sense?
Convince me why it doesn't, Eugen.
Mel briefed you too, right? Please, come and help me with this. Captain, you've read this report, just like I have. The humanoid organisms inside the RK receptors all have RK.
So what? What does that have to do with your claim that Daya isn't in there?
You still weren't accepted? Daya didn't have RK. She was tested hundreds of times, maybe more. Please, you need to accept this. Daya, she's already...
I was also tested hundreds of times, and every single time I was told that I didn't have RK. But guess what? I awakened my RK, and it wasn't thanks to those pompous magisters. It was at the hands of the Vulgus. If someone as unremarkable as me has RK, then Daya must have RK that's even more powerful. I can hear it. The sound of her heart. My blood, my heart, beats with her. Jin, I know you're worried about me, but I have to go. Daya is calling me. Daya.
Miss Elias, please, listen to yourself.
Daya.
Damn it. Fine. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. I'm sick and tired of losing people I care about. Missing them. Always hurting.
Ajax, start the engine. We're going to the area where the RK receptors are most concentrated. There are a lot of Vulgus there. Eugen was right to worry.
If the other Descendants can distract the enemy forces in other zones, we should be able to investigate them all. Lepik, I'm counting on you for fire support. Biessa, work with other Descendants to create a diversion for us.
See you on the other side, Biessa. Maybe you can make me some shaved ice when we get back.
Don't you ever get tired of eating that? Protect the Professor and Glay.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution. The specialized Vulgus aircraft has stopped to resupply. It's defenseless. Shoot it down. Descendant, enemy troops are being transferred in large numbers. You must attack their point of origin. Tactical transport en route to the Descendants' position. Close air support available. Danger close. I repeat, danger close.
place?
Naya.
Clay! Ain't prison descendants in these?
They know we're here.
Please. Naya.
They're advancing!
Clay! There's too many of them! Clay! Ajax!
Go! HQ, we need evac now!
Clay, we gotta get out of here. There's more of them than we thought. Clay, you listening? We gotta go now or...
They're using... This is... okay.
time! What is it?
Descendant, can you hear me? Sorry about the unexpected detour to Kingston. Ajax and Glade's team is pinned down and needs Descendant reinforcements. You're the closest support unit I can send. They say they rescued someone from an RK receptor who appears to be a Descendant. Nell is going to question this unidentified individual. It'll be a confusing and difficult situation for everyone. But I'm most concerned about Glay. I'm sure you must have heard. Daya has been fighting for the Vulgus. And it's not just Daya. The Vulgus scum have been using those RK receptors to create their own descendants. Descendants against descendants. I thought Jeremy would be the last one. I'm going to evaluate all the intel we've gathered and consider our next move. Then I'll hand it over to you. Help Nell keep a close eye on our unidentified individual to make sure they've not been brainwashed by the Vulgus.
We're going to begin interrogation of the unidentified descendant. You can release their restraints, but if they show any signs of suspicious behavior, please subdue them immediately. We don't have much time, so I will get straight to the point. Are you a Vulgus?
Vulgus? Do you refer to those demons? Blasphemy. My name is Serena Antonietta. I'm a proud survivor and a righteous descendant of mankind. Now I ask, who may you be? An exorcist knight of Kingston? A Hagios crusader? No. You bear no armor. Then, are you one of the sons of Vespers?
What on earth are you talking about? This is no time for games.
Nell, wait. I know that name. I came across it in an extremely old archive. Serena Antonietta was a knight registered as a descendant during the apocalypse. She was one of the very first descendants.
One of the early generation descendants? That's unbelievable.
I do not know to whom you speak. But if you can send word to the Albion Fortress Monastery, you will find someone there who can vouch for my identity. You must have heard of Descendant Rayleigh, yes? He is my brother in arms. No, not only a brother in arms. Someone I can share my heart with. Oh, no matter. You can ask any of the descendants, including Rayleigh.
There's no doubt in her eyes. She doesn't seem to be lying. How is this possible? Serena Antoinetta, assuming that you are not a Vulgus, I will be honest with you. First Descendant Rayleigh died during the apocalypse. Your memories seem to be fixed to that time.
Rayleigh is dead.
This must be very confusing for you. But if you can remember anything at all, please share it with us.
We were on an expedition to the Land of Annihilation.
The Land of Annihilation. Yes. That was the name for Sigma Sector back then.
That is where the calamities began. And where the demons emerged. We thought reclaiming the Land of Annihilation would end the nightmare. However, our crusade failed. We were outnumbered, and the storm of death swept over us.
What happened after that?
I have no memory of anything further. Only that it was cold and dark. Not else.
That must be when they first imprisoned the Arche-wielders in the receptors. My goodness. Serena, while I'm not fully convinced, for the moment I will take you at your word that you are who you claim to be. We will conduct a thorough investigation in Albion. Please remain here. I will send a request to HQ for permission for you to enter Albion.
They are all dead? But why am I...
Descendant, please check on Glay while I obtain access permission for Serena. Glay may require first aid. Please see to it.
Ah, there you are. Sorry for all the trouble. Glay's in bad shape. She's been having trouble breathing and showing symptoms of Arche overload. But
My mind is clearer than ever. Daya's alive. You all saw her, right? Daya is alive. That's enough for now. It's all I could have wished for. I know you all thought she was dead. And so did I. I only wanted to find something of her, so that I could finally bury her. A bone, or even a lock of hair would have been enough. But we all saw her alive, didn't we? I couldn't ask for anything more as a mother right now. I'm just so happy. I can't help it.
Glay.
Daya, I've missed you so much. My darling daughter.
You deserve more, Glay. Now that you know she's alive, it's time you held her again. I'll stand with you until the end, Glay.
I never thought I'd say this, but thank you, Ajax.
All done. Serena's DNA has been registered on the Arche transfer pad.
All units, report to HQ on your return to Albion.
Now, I'll send a transport for you.
Arcade transfer. What?
Just get to the point. Damn it. Oh, I didn't realize you'd returned. My brain is fried trying to wrap my head around this operation. Give me a minute. First of all, based on the information we have so far, we assume that Sigma Sector is a strategic location which is a top priority for the Vulgus. They didn't retreat there just because they needed a place to hide after losing the fortress. Sigma Sector is a much older and far more important garrison than we realized. The Vulgus have been holding Arche wielders prisoner there, and turning them into Vulgus versions of Descendants. Since even early Descendants like Serena are trapped in the receptors, it seems Corell's plan was already in motion even as far back as her time. We need to find out what that plan is. Going forward, instead of localized reconnaissance, we'll focus operations on the Arche receptors, Vulgus Descendants, and the ones we've codenamed Oblivions. We need to know what the Vulgus were doing with the Arche wielders, how they awakened Arche abilities, anything and everything. We're sending all Descendants to Sigma Sector, except for those defending Albion or on standby for intercept battles. Oh, and someone get Serena in a sieve terminal to help her acclimate to the present day. She must be completely overwhelmed. She was sealed in a receptor for 100 years. 100 years. Serena's cooperation is essential for this operation. We need to understand how she broke out of her receptor and resisted being controlled by the Vulgus. This will be crucial in dealing with the Oblivions. I want to resolve this as soon as possible.
Alpha, wouldn't Kyle be the best person to teach Serena how to use an Asive terminal? He makes it so easy to understand.
Now, this is how you click, Luna.
Well, the lady might freak out if she sees you. So I guess I should go.
What? Your magnetic tin can suit will scare her more. Wanna bet?
No. Wait. What is this? Is it real?
Hello, Serena. I am Guide, an Arche genetic recognition interface.
Genetic What?
It is understandable that you are confused. For you, time has only just started again. During your stay here, I will teach you, gradually, about you and our mission. Ah, Descendant. Thank you for the Asive terminal. It will be a great help for Serena to understand this era. In the meantime, I should analyze the data I need while synchronizing with Serena. Serena's Arche is special. It allowed her to break free of the Vulgus control and return to mankind.
How fascinating. A spirit. But it does not appear to be a ghost.
It may take a little longer to synchronize with Serena, but please, do not worry. Focus on the mission in Sigma Sector. The success of the operation is important,
but most of all, I hope we can rescue Glay's daughter. We will need to analyze Serena's arcade to achieve that. Leave this to me, Descendant. Serena, I am not a spirit. Do you understand? I am an arcade genetic recognition interface. Descendants who are linked to me can communicate with me wherever arcade is present. I have many features that can assist you. You can use me to learn about the time that has passed.
Oh, I see. What do I press to make it work? Here.
This may take longer than I thought. This is a new experience for me as well. It seems we will both require a little luck, Descendant. You need to learn more about the RK receptors and the Oblivions.